welcome back to 5 Easy Questions, where we break down the stock market for new investors. Today, I'm talking to the president and CEO of Gold Mountain Mining, Kevin Smith. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me today, Maddy.
I'm going to jump right into it. Question 1, where exactly are these mountains, hills, Gold Mountain Mining, and what is your operation?
So we have a mine between Merritt and Kelowna here in British Columbia. It's a past producer. It's produced at super high grades. We picked it up a few years ago and we're putting it back into production. So we'll be small scale mining the first 3 years, and then we're looking to expand that into a larger production in year 4.
Amazing. What big news do you have to report about permits and other developments?
Yeah, so we just received our mining permit, which will be the first gold mining permit issued in almost a decade. So we're pretty excited about that. And then we're almost finished construction, which means we can get into the fun stuff of pulling gold out of the ground, delivering it to our ore purchase partner, New Gold, and then starting revenue, which is pretty rare for a junior mining company.
Oh, that's phenomenal. For people who don't know, I assume it's difficult to get a permit?
Yeah, it's really difficult. There's obviously a lot of environmental loopholes or stuff that you got to jump through, regulatory profiles and stuff like that. The government does a really good job of making sure these projects aren't, extremely environmentally detrimental. And then you have to engage with the communities. So a lot of Indigenous community engagement, making sure they understand our business, they're on side with our project and our development plans, and then getting the buy-in from municipal governments that we're going to be, using and their employment opportunities for their communities, and making sure we're good sort of neighbors to them as well. So it's been a relatively quick process as far as mining goes, but we've still been at this for over 18 months trying to get our permit.
Wow. What does gold look like when you find it, and how long does it take to purify or turn into a tangible product?
Yeah, so that's the big thing. Everyone expects there's going to be big chunks of gold in the ground. That's not really how it works. Once in a while, we see visible gold in the rock, which is pretty exciting, but it's really tiny microscopic pieces of gold. It goes through a process on our site where we break it down and get a third party to sample it to make sure there's the correct amount of gold in there so that it's economic. And then that gets driven to our ore purchase partner, New Gold, who's in Kamloops. And then they have a big mill on their site there where they'll run it through a gravity circuit, and then they'll run it through a sulfide circuit. And then on the other side comes out gold and silver. So it's pretty exciting.
That's amazing. What's a gravity circuit?
A gravity circuit is just a way of removing sort of the easiest recoverable gold out of the rock. And then they take it through a second circuit after that to get all the harder to find stuff out of the rock once that's done.
Oh, that's very neat.
Yeah.
Okay, question 4. How does someone determine whether or not a place may have gold? And then how do you decide where to drill?
So there's a lot of work that goes into that. This project's been explored for 30 years. You kind of start with soil sampling and you look for trace minerals where gold is typically found. After doing that for a while, then you might do some geophysics work. So some IP stuff where they shoot electricity into the ground, see if the ground's chargeable and will hold a charge and how long that charge takes to leak out. And then we'll fly over with doing some VTEM work, which is like shooting magnetics into the ground, trying to discover if there's any magnetic response in the ground. And then they take all of that information and data, overlay it on top of each other, and then that's when you bring the drills in and start targeting areas where you think are high probability to have mineralization. But it takes a long time. It was 127,000 meters of drilling, so 127 kilometers of drilling in order to find the resources that are on site now. And we plan to continue aggressively drilling the project as well.
And my 5th and final question: what are the latest stock trends in your sector, and what do you expect?
Yeah, it's been actually kind of a tough year for gold and the gold miners. So there's been a bit of consolidation in the sector, but I think with all of the money that's being printed right now and the inflation that's going, pretty crazy all around the globe, and the supply chain crises, I think you're probably going to see a pretty good time and a good environment for gold over the next couple of years. We have really good economics on our project. It costs us $554 an ounce US to pull it out of the ground. And then gold selling for around 1750, 1800 right now. So we have strong economics, and we'll just sort of ride out the wave of consolidation right now, and then look forward to that bull run that we think is coming in the precious metal space.
Thank you so much. Where can anyone watching this find more information about you guys?
Yeah, we're really active on social media. So you can find us on our Instagram page, Gold Mountain Mining. You can also find us on Twitter, Gold Mountain Mining. And then our website is www.gold-mountain.ca.
Goldmountain.ca. Perfect. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. And hopefully I get to speak to you soon.
All right. Thanks so much, Maddy.
Thank you.